We're Coffee Holli and we'd like to welcome you back to our YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to be demonstrating just how easy it is to make a simple yet sophisticated drink with your Nespresso machine. So keep watching as we show you how to make a cinnamon and brown sugar shaken espresso. But first, allow us to go over all of the things that you'll need to make this recipe. Let's gather our ingredients. We're going to start with dairy or a dairy alternative, brown sugar cinnamon syrup or a homemade brown sugar syrup, Nespresso capsules, a vessel to froth our milk, brown sugar, and cinnamon. And what's a shaken espresso without a mason jar? So I have a mason jar set up in the machine. You'll need the following for your frothed milk: 6 ounces of milk of choice, brown sugar cinnamon syrup. Here I have a name brand as well as one that I made from scratch. This syrup can be made by using equal parts water and brown sugar. Boil it until it's thickened and condensed. To the pitcher of cold milk, I'm going to add 3 pumps of the brown sugar cinnamon syrup, as well as a dash of cinnamon. Let's move on to the mason jar. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of dark brown sugar directly into the mason jar before I make the espresso. For this recipe, I'll be using 2 Nespresso capsules. Feel free to use any Nespresso capsule as long as the volume equals 3 shots of espresso. If you opt to use a coffee capsule from Nespresso, you may need to alter the volume of your milk or milk alternative. I like to keep things simple and brew my espresso directly into the mason jar that I've added the brown sugar to. To save on time, I'm going to speed up this process of the video just a little bit. While the second pod is brewing, I'm going to get started on frothing the milk mixture that we made earlier. As always, you can add less or more of the coffee syrup as desired to taste. Once done brewing, I like to open up the Nespresso machine to dispose of the used capsule. Now, let's go ahead and add a little bit of ice to our mason jar. You're not going to fill the mason jar up with ice, you just need enough to cool down the espresso. Replace the lid back on the jar and shake the espresso and ice for about 10 to 15 seconds. You'll quickly notice a difference in the texture of the espresso. To a cup of ice, I'm going to add all of the frothed milk, including the foam. To my cup of ice and frothed milk, I'm adding the entire contents of the mason jar, which include the 3 shots of espresso and brown sugar. For an added touch, I'm going to add a couple of dashes of cinnamon on top of the cold foam. It's not necessary, but I like adding a little more brown sugar sprinkled on top. And it's just that simple to make a brown sugar cinnamon shaken espresso using your Nespresso machine. We really hope you've enjoyed watching this video. For more coffee related videos such as other recipes, how-tos, and so much more, please visit our channel. And while you're there, feel free to like and subscribe. Until next time, Coffee Holli fans.